Hello everybody and welcome to this week's spellings video, and it's a slightly different one this week because our theme this week is red words. Okay, so you might have forgotten what red word means. Here's what we're talking about when we say red words. Okay, so sometimes spelling in English just does not make much sense. Okay, so far this term, each week we've taught you a different rule, a different way of remembering spellings. Alright, and in phonics, in Reception Year 1, the start of this year, you learnt ways of spelling words, sounds that helped you. Okay, but the problem is there are just lots of words that don't follow any rules at all. Okay, and on screen, hopefully you can see the word the. Okay, that's an example. Probably one of the first words you learnt how to read and that you learnt how to spell. But actually, why on earth is it spelled like that? If we were to sound out the, it's the. Okay, it's not written how it sounds. Okay, and there are lots and lots of words in the English language that are like that. They're not written how they sound. They don't follow the rules you'd expect them to, and that means, kind of annoyingly, you just have to learn those ones. You just have to remember how to spell them. Okay, so in this video we're going to tackle some of those red words, some of those exception words that don't follow the normal rules, that don't spell exactly that aren't spelled, exactly the way you'd think they are. Okay? And to help you this, what I'm going to do is take you on a tour of some mnemonics. Okay? Mnemonics are ways of helping you to remember how to spell words. Okay? There are little tricks, little games you can play with your brain to help you remember how to spell some words. So I'm going to take you through some of those, and the first one is one that you might know already. It's certainly one that I imagine lots of grown-ups at home watching this will know. This is a mnemonic device, we'd call it, for remembering how to spell the word because. Okay, so the word because, tricky word, it's spelled B-E-C-A-U-S-E. Okay, now that's a lot of letters to remember, but what you can see here is turning this word into a story. Okay, big elephants can always understand small elephants. Okay, and the first letter of each word spells because. So B for big, E for elephants, C for can, A for always, U for understand, S for small, and E for elephants. So that is big elephants can always understand small elephants. So your first spelling is because. That's how to this day I still remember how to spell because, and if I ever think I've mucked it up, I just think big elephants can always understand small elephants. So that is a way of remembering because. Okay, that's your first little trick. Okay, now we have got a little bundle here, 3 words, but if you remember this one trick, you should remember how to spell all of them. And if you're in 2CL, I really hope you remember this one because I certainly remember going over it last term. Okay, so this little trick is called OU Lucky Duck. Okay, OU Lucky Duck. OU Lucky Duck. Okay, if you remember OU Lucky Duck, OULD, then you can know how to spell could, COULD, would, WOULD, and should, SHOULD. Okay, C, OU Lucky Duck, could, would, WOU Lucky Duck, would, should, SHOU Lucky Duck, should. Okay, so another little trick for you there to remember how to spell could, would, and should. Remember OU Lucky Duck, OULD. Okay, I like that one a lot, and hopefully that one will help you. Okay, so far we've covered 4 words actually, because, and then could, would, and should, which all follow the same pattern. Okay, next word. Alright, this next one is people. Okay, now in no way is that one spelt how you'd imagine it would be spelt. Okay, it's P-E-O-P-L-E. Now again, there's a little mnemonic device, a little story to help you remember this one. So up on screen I've got people eat omelettes, P-E-O, people like eggs, P-L-E. People like omelettes, people like eggs, P-E-O-P-L-E. Okay, that one might work for you. The way I always remember this one, I've just sort of remembered exactly the letters in my head. I always go P-E-O-P-L-E, P-E-O-P-L-E. Okay, that's how I remember it. That might work for you, P-E-O-P-L-E. Alright, so that is the word people. Okay, next up is the word before. we've got some more elephants to help us with this one. And this one is blue elephants find oranges really enjoyable. Blue, B, elephants, E, find, F, oranges, O, really, R, E, enjoyable. Okay, B-E-F-O-R-E, before. Alright, B4. That mnemonic might help you. You might come up with a better way. We will come to that in a moment, okay? But that is our spelling before. Okay, then next up we've got the word busy, okay? And the way I remember this one, I just think of the word bus, okay? Because busy is just the word bus with the Y at the end, making the E sound. So I just think busy on the bus and think of a bus in my head, and that helps me remember how to spell the word busy, okay? It's just bus with a Y at the end. Bussy, okay? So busy on the bus. That's how I remember how to spell busy. Okay, and then we've got beautiful. So again, I've got another little story mnemonic device that goes with this one where the first letter of each word spells out the word. So one way of remembering this is big ears and ugly teeth I find utterly lovely. Big ears and ugly teeth I find utterly lovely. B-E-A-U-T-I-F-U-L. Okay, that's one way of remembering it. That way may help you, okay? For this one, again, I don't use that for this one. The way I remember it is I just go B-E-A-U, tiffle. Okay, because it's those first four B-E-A-U. Yep, those first four letters that I think are the tricky bit. The tiffle bit at the end, quite straightforward. So I just remember B-E-A-U, tiffle. B-E-A-U, tiffle. Okay? Or you can remember that story. Big ears and ugly teeth I find utterly lovely. Okay? So that brings us then to our 8 spellings for this week. So quick fire recap. We've got because. Big elephants can always understand small elephants. Could, would and should that follow that O you lucky duck. O-U-L-D. Okay? So if you remember O-U lucky duck, O-U-L-D, you can spell all 3 of those words. People. So you could remember it, people eat omelettes, people like eggs, or P-E-O-P-L-E. Before. So we've got on here, blue elephants find oranges really enjoyable. Blue elephants find oranges really enjoyable. Again, another elephant story that might help you remember how to spell before. Busy. Remember, busy on the bus. Just think of a bus, and then it's the letter Y at the end. Beautiful. So you can either remember the story. Big ears and ugly teeth I find utterly lovely. Or the way I do it, B-E-A-U-tiful. B-E-A-U-tiful. Okay? So that was just a little journey of those spellings and how you might make yourself remember them, okay? And there's ways of doing that. So the mnemonic devices we looked at were turning each letter into a word, so you come up with like a story, like with because big elephants can always understand small elephants, okay? Or you can do it so you just kind of do the letters in a rhythm, like I did with people, so P-E-O-P-L-E, that might help you to remember it. Or you can connect it to other things, like the word busy, I connected to a bus, okay? Really, it's about what works for you, okay? What will help you remember those spellings, okay? Because unfortunately, these spellings just don't play by the rules, okay? They don't follow spelling rules. They're not spelled how you would imagine they are. So you just have to kind of think of ways that will help you to remember them. And all 8 of these spellings are really useful words. They're words that you will use in your writing, okay? So it's really important to remember how to spell these words, okay? So on screen, just next to me there, you can see I've put a picture of a word pyramid, okay? Remember, word pyramid, you do one letter at a time. So B, B-E, B-E-C. I'm doing because. And then it spells out the word in a triangular shape, okay? You can still use word pyramids to help practice them. I've also put, under that blue elephant there, come up with your own mnemonics if you want to, okay? Think about ways yourself, or with a grown-up if they've got time to help. Think of your own ways of remembering how to spell these words. I've just taught you the ways I remember them, but you don't have to remember them in that way. Just think about what will help you remember it. You might come up with your own little stories for each one. You might have another way of remembering them, okay? So it's totally up to you. But I've put in the resources pack alongside this week's spellings. I've put these little mnemonic devices that I talked about today, which I hope will help you, so you can have a look at those if you forget. But these are your red words. These are great words to learn, okay? They're really useful words to learn. You'll use all of those words, okay? But it's just a case of remembering them, all right? And then for anyone that's already mastered those words, some people are incredible at spelling and just remember how to spell words straight away. I've also sent some trickier ones that you might want to have a look at and try and learn those ones, okay? But these are the 8 spellings for this week. Thank you for watching. I hope you found some of these ways of remembering words useful. Good luck learning the spellings, and I will see you next time.